Hi Claudia, how are you? I'm getting ready to post the list. Give me 1 second. Hi everyone, welcome in. Alright, so it is Nye first and then Claudia. We said a lot going on somehow. But fine. Yeah, I mean, I feel like life is only as hard as you make it out to be honest. I know even when stuff is happening, like I'm always gonna say life is great. I feel like more optimism brings, that, and if you're pessimistic, then you'll it's what we always say, what you focus on grows. So, it's actually a good shift, and I just need to take care of the things now. Just haven't been that busy for. Yeah, I get it because I've been feeling the same way. But you know what? I'm like, you know what? This is the last like season of the year. Well, we technically go into we go back into winter before. I mean, actually on my birthday, but it's like the last like full season of the year. I feel like I tell everybody just make it count. Make it count, especially because it's the end of the year. By the way, I just found out that Ethiopia is just celebrated. So they just had their New Year on, I think it was September 18th, and or September something. It was, I want to say the 8th, I don't know, the 18th, the 11th, something like that. And whatever, September, and this month, and they're in the year 2018. I was like, how freaking. That's why I be telling y'all, like, time is not real. Like, time is an illusion, and it's just a structure. It was just something structured, because even according to the Mayans, the world was supposed to end years ago. Even though I do believe, this is my theory, I don't feel like the world ended, but I do believe that we shifted timelines. And I want to say, yeah, I feel like we definitely shifted timeline. Definitely believe that. All right, so let me start with 9 because I do have a question. So 9 will be at 5:39. Now, if you're here, just let me know. I don't think you are, but and the other day, y'all, I saw some stuff on my Instagram. No lie, like I was like, what the fuck just happened? It felt like a reset because I saw a few people post something they had already told me earlier this year, and I was like, it was verbatim, word for word, and I was like, yeah, there looks like there was a reset or something. All right, so let me see for 9. Let me pull up this question. So yeah, I believe time. We did shift timelines, but um, yeah, I just found that out about Ethiopia. All right, will SOF accept my recent settlement offer? All right, let's see. Will they spirit? Will SOF? Please like the stream, guys. Thank you so much. And it does not feel like a Friday. To me, it feels like a Wednesday. I don't know why. The past like 3 weeks, I just feel like the days don't feel like they're normal days. Show me spirit for 9. That's too many cards. I don't take sideways cards, y'all. The 2 of Cups. The Star reverse. The King of Swords. Right away, I feel like you guys will work out some type of settlement. I don't know if they will for sure accept your settlement offer. So I feel like there will be a compromise here though, because I do have the 2 of Cups. For me, that's like when you're working together. So even if they don't accept your specific offer, I feel like there will be a compromise. I feel like you may have to kind of stand your ground because I have the King of Swords here. So being more in that masculine energy, being assertive, kind of like just, again, standing your ground. You have the Hangman, the Sun, and the Fool. I feel like ultimately they will. Like I said, either I'm gonna give you 2 things that could happen here. They fully accept your offer after some time of thinking, of pausing, of like, you know, rethinking things through. As long as you stand your ground, I feel like initially you may not get what you're wanting though, like, so they may not accept it. Or the other thing is that there will be some type of compromise. So like we'll meet at a certain point, but it may not be exactly what you're wanting. Ultimately though, I do have good news for you. This is bringing new beginnings, happy news, positive news coming your way where you're going to be very happy and celebrating. Show me more. Yeah, like the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I feel like Spirit is saying like you kind of already know it's gonna work out for you, or kind of being more assertive in it working out for you. And I remember your last reading. I know you asked about your partner at the time, but I feel like in general, just being more assertive, and knowing that it is gonna work out. So I have, like I said, I have 2 things, one or the other that could happen. They compromise with you, meet you halfway, not really accept your offer, but still work with you where you still get the happy news, or they'll take a pause and take some time to rethink things through and then give you the official yes. But either way, you're getting a yes here. You're getting like the good news coming your way where you're gonna feel more grounded, more at ease. Spirit is also saying get grounded and again be more assertive. And then you have the 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory, a card of celebration. So that's what I have for you, Nai. I don't have anything else. I mean, if you need me to clarify anything, just let me know. Um, But yeah, I feel like they're gonna work with you. And thank you, Nye. Yes, there's an offer here. So I feel like yeah, I'm still getting the same energy. Like yeah, you're gonna get good news, girl. Look, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. It may come in a little slower, or like I said, they may try to be like, let me think about it. But I'm getting a yes for you. All right, so next is Claudia. You can go ahead and post, my love. Let me pour my water. Oh, you know what? Fuck. Damn, I don't want to take this. I had to take this vitamin, y'all. And the thing is this, I have to take it by a certain time because it gives me way too, well, you know what? I'm going to work out so I can burn out that energy. So let me go ahead and take it because I like to take it by no later than 1 o'clock. I'm going to take that now. I lost 10 pounds since August, so I'm happy. I haven't went under that number yet, but I also was just on my menstrual, so you know how that is. All right, let's see. Why is ours energy towards me so unnecessarily harsh in a way? I even had a dream about him this week where the energy was healed, but we had to work related. We had a work related convo today and it was weird. Okay. And is he just a friend? What's the connection? Or just like a coworker? Why is ours energy towards Claudia? Oh my God, Elisa, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. I've been seeing a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a minute. For like, I want to say like 3 days now. How are you? Why is ours energy? Okay, coworker. And you guys are coworkers now. Why is ours energy towards me so unnecessarily harsh in a way? Let's see. Why is his energy this way? I'm doing good. How are you? Why is his energy this way? Why is his energy this way? The High Priestess, okay. The High Priestess been coming out a lot this week. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, he does. Did the conversation have to do with anybody, like anyone else? Like, was this conversation about someone else? So their spirit is definitely telling you to trust your intuition is right. I always like to check that because sometimes we could be seeing things that are not really there. Especially if like you're sensitive to energy, the person could just be going through stuff. But I do see challenges here. The Three of Pentacles for me, it does talk about work, right? So he is showing up as a coworker, but I'm wondering if this conversation had anything to do with someone outside of you too, like a third party energy, where maybe he's uncomfortable is what I'm getting. The Tower, the Empress. Show me more. I want to say it's not necessarily towards you, because you show up as like soft to him, like very soft and nurturing. Um, and I feel like There is a challenge here, but why? The Nine of Swords. He's overthinking something. Something is causing a burden here. I feel like too, because your energy is showing up really strong, and I feel like your energy is showing up as very high power, that maybe this person could be more low vibrational in general, and you're picking up on certain things that have to do with you but also have to do with himself. I feel like he has a lot of stuff going on, like outside of like this friendship that you guys have, or you say he's your coworker. He has like other stresses. I don't know if this guy is like losing sleep, because I'm getting like someone who is not sleeping well at night. So like how I could put it, like me, I stopped claiming that. So lately I haven't noticed that. But I would notice that when I didn't get good enough sleep, I will feel anxious throughout the day. Like I'm exhausted, I'm anxious, and I would like think it's about other things, but it was really just I just need to sleep. And I feel like he's showing up that way, like he has a lot going on. You're just picking up on his really strongly, because you're high power, you're very intuitive, you're very nurturing, you could be empathetic. Show me this tower. Show me the tower. Yeah, look, I feel like there's something going on with him. Could be financial loss or emotional loss. I'm getting like things are really hectic in his personal life. I mean, wait, let me see. No, I think he had a convo with someone else yesterday, from what I know. But it could also be the people from work pressuring him or something. Or he thinks I have a connection with someone he doesn't like. Fully, I immediately had to do grounding. Yeah, I feel like what you're, like I said, so how I could put it for you is, it's not personally towards you, even though he is feeling a little bit like guarded when it comes to you, but it has to do with the bigger picture here. Is he has other stuff going on that I'm telling you, he's carrying a lot of stress and burdens. Like I said, sleepless nights. There could be financial loss or like some type of emotional loss, where it almost feels like heartbreak or something. Like the devil is here. The Judgment. He could also be going through some type of like spiritual warfare. I don't know what the heck that is, but it's literally like when you have the one, like you know how in cartoons or like movies they'll have like a an angel on one shoulder and then the devil on the other one. That's what I get with this. Like he's feeling very confused and stuck in life in general. Like I said, it feels more like life is happening right now. The Magician. I feel like he's gonna come out of that. I have the Wheel of Fortune with the Lover. So he just needs to find alignment. And um I feel like he will find alignment, and I feel like I feel like he's gonna communicate something to you. Like he could be like expressing stress, you know, this is going on, and maybe like keep it lighthearted, but we're ending with major arcana, so something powerful is happening in his life that, like I said, it's like, yeah, he could be kind of taking it out on you, but it's not because of you. Does that make sense to you? Like it's, and I feel like he's taking it out on a lot of people, not just you. He's taking it out on a lot of people. Um, I feel like when it comes to you, he's just a little guarded because of, things that are going on. He will get grounded, but I just want to see something with this devil. I feel like Spirit's not really sharing what's going on with him because it's not our business. But it could be just because if they feel like the person doesn't want to share it, they're not going to share it. Show me the devil. Do you know he's in a relationship? Because I keep getting like woman energy here. Show me. The Emperor with the Devil and the Girl, something with his finances. It is gonna get better, but there's something going on with his finances that has him on edge. I feel like he could be yeah, like the Ten of Swords. He's like in this place where I think finances are not good. Um and I feel like it is causing a lot of stress, but it will get better. I just feel like when it comes to you, like I said, he is definitely what you're feeling from him, like him being kind of harsh towards you. Yeah, you're correct. Spirit saying trust your intuition. Maybe just take a few steps back, give him his space, like give yourself space from him. And then, you know, when he's more grounded, you guys will keep speaking. I feel like you guys are going to continue to speak. I don't see you guys not speaking. I just think that you may need to protect your energy because you're showing up as very sensitive to energy. So you want to kind of guard yourself a little bit, so that you don't become overstimulated by what's outside of you that has, you know, really, like, it's not directly towards you. So yeah, is he being harsh towards you? Yes, like I said, I am getting that, but it's not because of you, it's because of other things he has going on. But I wouldn't be the type to do that too, probably. Yeah. Yeah, and if he's surrounded by toxic people and then he's trying to, like, that's the thing, especially with coworkers. That's why I always tell people, like, and this is my personal opinion, it's not tarot. I always tread lightly with coworkers because, you know, you're around them like, I was gonna say 24/7, but you are around them way more than you are with your own family. But I also will say to protect yourself because, you know, coworkers can sometimes be your biggest enemies, that you don't even know. Oh shit, there was more messages. There's no free readings, guys. If you guys don't read my pinned message or don't read anything in my channel, and you're just posting questions, I do block you. So just FYI, please read. It doesn't know me, but okay. So I get him, but also don't. Yeah, he is. When someone needed to cry and I did it for that person somehow, and then the person cried. Yeah, you are sensitive to, and yeah, I know, I could tell. That's why, because you came up as the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. So you want to make sure that you protect your energy from people, because I am very sensitive to energy, but I've learned how to, like, separate that from being too open, because that's another thing too. People will come to you, and what you attract is a lot of people with, like, that have problems because they're comforted by your energy. So you want to also be protective of your own energy, because a lot of times, last week I spoke to someone and she was like in high anxiety. I did a private reading. High anxiety. Literally by that night and the next day and I haven't felt like that in a long time. And at first I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm overthinking. I'm like anxious, like biting my nails. I'm like, oh my God, like, and then I was like, oh my God, it was her energy. I didn't cleanse. And then once I recognized it, I just automatically right there, I cleansed it. Like, I didn't have to do anything. I recognized that was not my anxiety and I gave it back to the person. Because I'm not carrying nobody's anxiety. So I would say that, like, if you ever are feeling like, and that's for anybody in here, if you're ever feeling good and then you suddenly talk to someone and you start to notice you're anxious, 9 times, even if they didn't pour like their bullshit to you, even if they didn't, you may be picking up on their anxiety. A lot of times may not be yours. I could pick up on my sister's anxieties, like, and my sister, one of them, she lives pretty far from me. They don't have to be near me. I could pick up on my friend's anxiety. Like, I just know when it's not mine. So you have to just recognize it as whether it's yours or not, and just send it back or let it go. Hi everyone, please like the stream. There are no free readings, guys. Please read the pin, please. Y'all, like, this is why I stopped doing free readings, because you guys don't read. And I am gonna make that a full statement like that, because nobody reads. There's only like a handful of people that read. So, but I am not offering free readings on my channel right now. and I don't know when I will. But paid readings are open. Um, and welcome in everyone. Happy Friday, even though it feels like, I don't know, but it doesn't feel like Friday. Hi Jess, how are you? I was about to text you, like, where are you at? All right, so, and thank you, Claudia. But yeah, try to like get that energy, send it back, and give yourself space from that person. You can unsee it. Yeah, it's not yours. Yeah, I had a few months ago, I remember getting like real crazy anxiety, and I was thinking it was like my person, but I was like, no, am I like overthinking? I'm always right. And then one of my friends confirmed, like, I didn't even tell her anything. She just gave, I asked her for a reading, and it came in so strong. It was crazy. Hi, Ashley. If you're here, let me know what you donated for. And FYI, I'm not ignoring anyone, but when I'm in a reading, I try not to look at the chat. All right, got you, Ashley. Let me grab that done. Just said this coffee hitting. I haven't had coffee in one day. I had coffee the other day because I was craving it, but you know, I don't really drink coffee. All right, let me grab the done. All right, what is coming towards Ashley? What is coming towards Ashley? What is coming towards? You are being invited on a brunch date by a romantic interest. Okay. A wish coming true in love. Oh, what is coming towards Ashley? A higher level of commitment. A family reunion. Your ancestors are always protecting you. Watch out for their signs. A healthy relationship. Mental peace and relief. You are evolving. Someone spying on social media. A creative project taking off. Someone confessing feelings of romance. A glow up that turns heads, and at the bottom you have an ex resurfacing. So that is for you, Ashley. Thank you so much. I gotta finish updating this deck. Jess has seen me work, y'all. Like, I jump from one thing to the next. It's like I really have to stay on task. I don't know how to do that. I literally jump from one thing to the next. It is crazy, and it happens within minutes. Right? Jess was on here, that this was like early or maybe last week, where I was like, oh my god, like, wait, let me go back. put these back. Just, I was telling them how I just saw it. I don't know if I sent this to y'all. Just how Ethiopia just celebrated their year 2018, and they celebrate their start of the year on in September. But you know, that's how like some places they don't have seasons. Like they don't have fall, spring, winter, summer. I forget who was telling me on here the one day where she was saying how when readers would tell her like yeah, for like, you know, fall and autumn, she'll be like, when the heck is that? I think she's like in Asia or something like that. I can't remember. All right, for Jasmine, let's go over there. H's next actions towards Jasmine. What are H's next actions? Girl, that's, you know what, I started affirming again, right? I'm calm, stable, and focused. Because I feel like when I was saying that, when I was like really, really in tune with that affirmation, I literally did. What are H's next actions? I don't know why my face just got really hot. It's like my neck and the back of my ears. The Tower. Have you guys talked, Jasmine? Because I'm seeing challenges when it comes to reuniting. The World, the King of Wands, the Five of Cups. I'm getting like confusion here. Wait, let me see. I have reactivated my Instagram, girl, but I'm gonna deactivate it back after them 7 days. I feel like he feels like it's challenging to get something going here. Show me the Seven of Wands. I don't know. Has he been trying? Because I feel like it's almost like he feels like he's trying, and it's like the wall keeps crumbling. Show me the Seven of Wands. Yeah, like this, the Strength card being here, I do feel like when it comes to next actions, he could be holding back for a little bit. Because I feel like what I'm getting from him, he's like, yeah, I'm trying, but I'm being received with a wall that keeps crumbling, and I'm trying to rebuild it, but it keeps crumbling. So the reunion kind of feels shaky to him. Show me the Tower, because the Tower talks about changes. So let me just, I just don't like the cards that are like the story that's coming after this Tower. The Judgment is here. Okay, show me the Judgment. The High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like he doesn't know what to do. Have you told, like, I want to know, have you had a conversation with him and been like, this is what I want and this is what I'm not going to accept? Because Cause I feel like there's confusion. Cause he feels like you want this, but then he's like, okay, I make the effort, but then she shuts the door. So I don't know if there hasn't been like, if there needs to be clear communication because he feels like he's guessing. Um, it's like he doesn't, oh, he didn't. Yeah, there's miscommunication here. That's what I'm getting. I feel like there's miscommunication. So it feels like signals are being crossed and not in a good way, right? Where like he's getting from your energy, like you want this, right? But then, so he's making efforts from that place, right? And I will say it is coming from a place of someone that hasn't evolved, and maybe that's maybe needing to focus on more so your end goal and like just not reacting to like the 3D, whether he reaches out or not, right? Because I do feel like there could be change here. It's just we're not trusting our intuition, so I'm just going with what I know is what I'm getting from him. Um and I feel like there is a sense of miscommunication. So he's right now, I will say, contemplating on what to do, like whether we're closing this chapter or we're revisiting it. um I don't, he could also be feeling too, like for me, because there's past regrets here, so he could be feeling like, damn, it used to be so easy to just come in, and it is not easy anymore. And I feel like that could be having him in this, like, for me, the King of Wands is always very strategic. He's always, no matter what, right? Like he's, if he's single, he's strategic. If he's in a relationship, he's strategic. If he's working on a project, he's strategic, and he knows every single step that he needs to take in order to make something happen. You know, he's the visionary. He's like the entrepreneur. And I feel like he could be in this place right now where he's trying to like figure out, what the fuck do I got to do? What do I have to do? Because the world card can talk about like, I want to actually clarify this world card. Wait, you said, yeah, I see what you mean. Affirm what I want him to do. I wouldn't say like affirm what you want him to do. This is how I look at when it comes to manifestation. It's a, people make it a little harder than it has to be. I was saying that's why the lists are important, because for me, once you write down what you want, how you want your person to show up, it's a done deal. Like you don't need to, I mean, if you want to keep adding stuff to that list, then go ahead, but you don't have to actually affirm for those things. If you're wanting like a healthy relationship, then I would just affirm for that, whatever that means, however it is that you want him to show up. If you're like, let's just say you're claiming like a healthy committed relationship, right? Where he's loyal, where he's, you can whatever, um you don't have to worry about how he's showing up, because he will show up that way. He's gonna show up the way that you're wanting him to. But I also feel like if you're wanting to like have a conversation with him in the 3D, and like there could be, because we're talking about tarot tends to be a little more 3D-ish, but if you're gonna do that, then I would definitely have a conversation with him and being like, either you show up this way or you don't, and then just keep doing what you're doing in your mind. That way, like, he knows that there's a certain expectation, because I feel like he's getting the energy that you're putting out, right? So that you're wanting this, so he's coming in, but it does feel like the lines are crossing when it comes to how he's showing up. There, you could still be focusing on the old him, and that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, the Hierophant, because the Hierophant for me talks about history. So there's a need for you to like stop focusing on the old him. Like you have to, like, I was telling someone else this on the channel the other day. I'm like, you have to fully let go of the old version of him. You cannot keep holding on to it or his past mistakes. And you also can't claim that he's still showing up as the old him. Even if you are seeing signs of that, don't focus on it, because there seems to be a bit of a, for me, the Temperance, when you're trying to mix two worlds together. But what's happening here is you're mixing the old him and the new version of him, and it's causing chaos is what I'm gonna say. And that's why he's showing up as the old him, because I'm not gonna lie, I see him leaning more towards past self than a new version of him, is what I'm getting from the reading, like from his energy. He's still focused on the past, he's still focused on his past mistakes, and he's still focused on trying to come in the easy way. So I would definitely like try to let go of that. I know it's hard when you have history with someone, but this is how I could tell, how I could put it for you. You can't have one foot in your past and one foot in your present. The past is just a memory. Yeah, he's gonna still, you're gonna hear from him, but he's strategizing, which is what I was getting here with this King of Wands and the World card. He's strategizing. So it's like like I said, I feel like because I am getting his like past self showing up, I would definitely try to let go of that. Like forgive it, and remember, if you're the creator of your reality, then he's only showing up the way you're giving him this. You give him the script. That's how he's showing up. I would say if, yeah, if when he communicates again, then I would, cause see, if you're getting communication, then I would definitely communicate that. Like be like, these are my boundaries. This is what I'm only willing to do, and you accept it or you don't. But then what I would say is, do not, then that's when you have to like completely, like no matter what he does, do not focus on the 3D. So like if he just falls back, then just keep working on the version of him that you keep focusing, not working, because you don't work on it, you kind of choose. Keep choosing the version of him you want to show up, because I feel like it's there, but it does feel like he's kind of, I'm gonna say, like comparing readings that I've done for you recently, he kind of is reverting back to like old ways. So you're right on that, like he is, but remember, that's your dominant energy, not his. Because remember, he's showing up the way that you're claiming him to be. So there has to be like, you're gonna have to find, how I can say, like balance in letting go of the past and just literally just focus on the present. Yeah, you are, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. It feels like you're definitely working against them, and that's why I tell people like, be mindful. Like I don't, you've seen me like when I'm on Dawn's chat, I never ask about nothing outside of like me and that person. And I mean, I'm not getting readings right now, but I don't focus on the past too much unless it comes up. Like I'll get a but I really don't ask about the past because I don't really care about the past. Like I don't care about it, because the thing I've learned from my own self, and I can tell you this, like even like last, up until like the end of last year, I was one foot in my past, one foot in the what I had in front of me. And yeah, when them lines crossed, they crossed, and it was not in a good way. So that's why I always say too, like you could affirm all day, but if then you're spending time contemplating on the past, entertaining conversations about the past and stuff like that, you're literally like canceling out all the work you, like all the affirming you just did. So that's what I have for you, my love. I hope that was get a little hot in here. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be fall weather. I am not a hot girl summer girly. And thank you, Jasmine. All right, Jess, you can post. Oh, should I gotta plug this in first? Yeah, I'm a hot fall and winter girly. I like cuddle weather. I like cuddle. I said cuddle. I like cuddle weather. Even though the summer I still like to cuddle, but you know what I mean. Cozy. Feels more cozy in the winter. Alright, what's coming in this connection with Jay? What is coming in their connection? What can she expect? What's coming? Y'all, it's gonna be October 1st on Wednesday. What is coming in their connection? What's coming in the connection with Jay? What is for Jess? What is coming in her connection with Jay? The Sun, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Death card. I do feel like change is happening, or I want to clarify this Two of Wands because it does feel like change is, there's planning, but I want to see what he's doing with this Two of Wands. What is this? I feel like he knows he needs to get out of his comfort zone. You may have to get out of your comfort zone too. Like when it comes to like manifesting in general, like, oh, I'm gonna tell you something I've been doing. Hold on, I'll text it to you because let me just focus on this first. Show me the Two of Wands. There's a need to get out of the comfort zone. Yeah, he's gonna come out of that. So good. I just wanted to see, like, are you gonna stand there, like, keep planning, or are you gonna get out of your comfort zone? So I do feel like you guys are, you need to, or you are going to be coming out of your comfort zone, because the Death card is here. So there is gonna be change. There is gonna be more like happy news coming in. I feel like you both are gonna be feeling emotions overflowing, but like good emotions, not like I'm gonna crash out emotions. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm getting like good, happy emotions. So I do feel like maybe like even in the energy field, like things are gonna feel more positive, more light. And literally, look, like this card, I mean, you know, they're white and bronze, but you see the sun peeking out in this darkness. So I feel like it's like the light, more light is coming in, more clarity. I do feel like there's gonna be communication coming in. Something is changing really fast. This is also a card of manifestation, so I feel like things will start moving pretty fast, as long as you both get out of your comfort zone. Well, I want to say you because, you know, I know who's the creator here, right? I'm gonna say you, but yeah, like you're needing to like just get out of your comfort zone, maybe being a little bit more bold, feeling more bold when it comes to your manifestations, like feeling more cocky. I don't know, Spirit's been saying that since I started pulling cards for you. So like being a little bit more cocky about your manifestations, like instead of being like, yeah, well, this relationship is fine, like no, being like, absolutely, like, um you don't know, well, meaning like you're the creator, right? Like you're the master manifestor here, right? So you're the one that creates the energy regardless. So how he's showing up is the way you're perceiving him. So I would say like getting out of your comfort zone. I think that maybe you could be being a little too, I don't want to say lighthearted, but maybe kind. Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to think. um yeah, I feel like maybe you're being too, I don't want to say soft either. What the fuck? I'm trying to make the word make sense, but like just being a little bit more bold rather than being reserved. Like again, now instead of just being like, well, yeah, this, like just again, like being more assertive and more cocky, more bold. Show me more. The High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands. Show me this Nine of Swords. Why is this here? No, I get what you mean, but maybe with your manifestation itself, you could still give him soft energy, right? Because that's how we were saying that you manifest best. But it's also like, I feel like there's, like, you know, when I tell you, like, like when I coach people and they're like, I'm like, how much do you want to make? And they're like, well, like, you know, the average person make. No, fuck what the average person makes. What do you want to make? Because God is limitless. Like the universe is limitless. Your subconscious is limitless. There's no limits. So what do you want to make? Not what you think you should, like, oh, because the common person. No, fuck that. Like that's, I feel like that's how you have to like think big, like almost like go hard or go home is what I'm getting with this too. Like you may be being a little too I don't want to, it's not soft, but maybe just too, I don't know if your mindset too is like, so I don't know if you think this way. I'm just giving you an example. Like I know that sometimes I can get this way, and I know that a lot of people do, where it's like, well, I know eventually it's gonna happen, so whatever. um I'll just keep doing what I need to do because I know eventually, like just maybe getting out of that mindset too and being more like, yeah, it's it getting more in the comfort of like it's already like it's already happened. There could be that too, where you could be seeing things more in like eventually it will happen, or like I'm doing this so that it could happen, and try to shift that a little bit. Let me just clarify this Nine of Swords because I'm getting like dreams coming up. The Eight of Swords, I feel like you both could be having coming up some dreams that may feel a little confusing. Show me. Yeah, look, it's dreams. It's dreams that I feel like, so you both are gonna have some dreams that are gonna feel a little confusing, but then you both kind of make sense of it, because I am getting dreams here, like dreams, and it's both of you, like you and him. And I feel like when I say confusing, I mean like, I don't know, I don't like, almost like you have a dream and like he's having coffee with somebody, or like he's having a dream like that, and then but then something in the dream kind of clicks. It's like, no, that's me actually there, not another person. Like something weird like that. Of pink zebra, yeah, like it's gonna be something weird that it's gonna be like, what the fuck is going on here? um but so don't, you know, be mindful of illusions, which I feel like we got that for you just recently too. Spirit is also saying to like rest and relax. Like I think you need to just be more, um I want to say more in control, because the Queen of Swords is here. And you know, if we're talking about clarity, like that's a good card to have. Like I feel like you could just be like, so I feel like you're embodying clarity, but then you kind of just cloud your own judgment. So how I can put this is like, when you're comfortable in a certain state of mind, or even like a state of being, right? So like for someone that's like, has always had anxiety, like I used to have a lot of anxiety. When I stopped having anxiety, that shit felt so weird that I used to like almost like look for it, until one day it just stopped. Like I stopped looking for the anxiety. I just became more comfortable with like feeling at ease, feeling comfortable, feeling happy, feeling just, like kind of just okay. And then when I started having anxiety again this year, it was such an odd feeling that I was just like, no, that's why I knew last week when I felt anxious, like by Saturday, I was like, hell no, that was not my energy, because I know what my energy is. And I feel like you could be going into a place, because I've been saying this since like the end of July, that you're going into a place of more clarity, feeling more in your power, feeling more like, like I got this, like I know this is it, right? But at the same time, you could be looking for that comfort, which is the cloudiness. Maybe you were in cloudiness for a little too long. That calmness can feel questionable to you. Does that make sense, Jess? That does tend to happen. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. I'm trying to make that, because I'm like, I feel like that. So just be mindful of that kind of energy. Um, and I feel like you are gonna be feeling again. If we're talking about clarity here, you're getting it. And the Four of Swords is the card to me that says, like, it's like stay calm, like everything's working out. There's nothing to worry about. So let's see. Show me more. It feels weird when you no longer, and that's also too how I put it to myself one day. I was like, you know what? My subconscious mind finally has like, what is it? Has a buy-in. Like it's already bought into the new story. Now that I feel more calm, more at ease, more like free, like I feel like, do I have my moments of doubt? Of course. Do I have my moments of fear? Of course I do. I'm human. But I just don't count it with, like, I just say like, I'm just human, there's a little bit of other stuff going on too. But yeah, I feel like you're there because you got really good cards here. There's just illusions that you could just purposely be causing, not purposely, that you're not noticing you're causing, because now you have entered a place of more calmness, which is a new territory. The Ace of Wands. Look, the Lovers. Yes, some action will be taken. Something, the thing here, and I've always said this, and it never goes away. The spark that y'all have, and like the feelings never stopped growing. Like the feelings have continued to grow. It's not like they just stopped and then he just found them again. They continue to grow. There is alignment here, and I feel like something is gonna happen that is gonna bring you guys closer, or bring him to taking that action. So it's almost like, I want to say there could be like where you're questioning how or when, and like spirit's wanting you to just relax, trust yourself, because it is coming in, and when it happens, you're gonna be, oh my god, that was it. Like that's how he was gonna come in. I should have stayed calm a lot longer, long time ago, because that was so simple. It's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be awkward. Yeah, look, the Knight of Wands. He's gonna take some action towards you, and like I said, I feel like it's gonna come at a surprise, only because of how he comes in, or maybe like what he says, like whatever it is, how he does it. It's just gonna be more of a surprise for you, and you're gonna be like, damn, I used to think that it was gonna be this way, but instead it was that way. The Temperance is here, so they're saying to just continue to be patient, continue to like, be balanced, because again, the more balanced you are, the more balanced he is. Yeah, look, the Six of Pentacles. You guys are gonna have some type of exchange here. So that's like going out. That could be conversation. Him gifting you something. You guys will have your exchange. You will. That's is inevitable. It's happening. It's just there just a little bit of cloudiness here where you have to like one be more bold when it comes to your manifestations, like start to embody like that, you know, obviously the soft, the loving, because that came up for you, but also like the being a little bit more I want to say again cocky. That's the word they're using, so I'm going to I'm going to keep it there, keep it with that word. So I hope that was helpful, Jess. Yes, exactly. I remember we was talking about like that's the thing that I want us to like work on, you know, now in October. Like, you know, for the rest of the from the moving forward, I just wanted to be more assertiveness because I think that everybody gets comfortable with like, okay, I just have to affirm, right? I just have to affirm, and eventually my subconscious will reprogram, my mind will reprogram. But it's like, you know what? Like I know for a fact, you know, just I always said it's not the numbers, it's quality over quantity. And I feel like the more assertive you are and you start embodying that, like the more assertive you are, you eventually, you know, embody that. But we have to stop thinking about eventually. We have to start thinking more like it's now, not later. Because time is now. The past doesn't exist, only the memory. And the future doesn't exist because we're not in the future. So, yeah. All right, Claudia, you can post. I've only been on for an hour. Why it felt a little longer? I got a lot of readings out in a short time. Well, not a short time, but well, five. I don't know why I felt like much more. All right, let's see. This is for Claudia. Do some people think HB and I have or had a connection? Let's see. The Judgment, the King of Wands. The Judgment and King of Wands been popular on both decks today, and the Magician. I feel like people were uncertain. I feel like so we're asking about multiple people, so I want to say some people did think that you guys had something going on. Some people were not sure, and some people maybe were like, nah, I doubt it. I do feel like there was confusion here with you and him for whatever reason. There was confusion as to like what could be going on behind the scenes. So I do feel like there were people judging, and possibly thinking that there was stuff going on behind the scenes. I do feel like there were some people that were like for sure like that there was. I don't know when that flipped, so I'm not taking that. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like people definitely thought that you guys had something going on. The Two of Swords. You said yes because they asked me weird questions. Like the sun came out. That was the card that was in here flipped. And the King of Swords. Yeah, I want to say that there was definitely some gossip here. And I feel like, see, again, I'm getting, there was people that were uncertain, but there were people that were like for sure. Like they felt like you were having a good time. Was he your boss? I'm getting like having a good time with the boss. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But I'm like, what the heck? That was a very, very clear message. Show me those Two of Swords. Girl, there were people that were for sure there's something going on. People believed their own stories that they made up in their minds and just made it what it was. Oh, he did have a high position. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that's why that came in here. Let me see. What else? The World. Girl, the Page of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Were there other women that kind of had their eye on him? Yeah, look. And literally the Three of Cups, as I say, that comes out. So there were definitely gossiping. And there were definitely other women that had their eye on him. So I feel like they may, this is what I'm getting to. With the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands being here, like they may have felt like you're, like they saw a spark that you can only see in certain connections. So from that, they started assuming that you guys definitely had something going on. There was a spark there that was very strong is what I'm getting, because the Magician is there, the Judgment, the Moon. There's just a lot of major arcanas here that talk about like really strong energies, and I feel like they may have noticed a spark between you guys, and then from there they just started assuming. I also feel like there was women that started rumors. Were there rumors? I would never do that. Yes, I wonder if they were jealous of me because of that, and if I was targeted because of that. Yes, it was strong, but I couldn't control. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I feel like they definitely, that is exactly why you were targeted, because I feel like they all had a, maybe not all of them, but there were other women there that definitely had a thing for him, and I feel like when they noticed or created this spark between you guys, I feel like it was noticed. They started creating their own scenarios in their heads, and they were paying attention. They were paying attention. I definitely get jealousy too, and you were definitely targeted because of this. Is your yeah, paid readings are open, and Claudia is, I'm reading for her now. She's the last person. Yeah, look, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, and you know it's crazy because I feel like these people were just like honestly making up scenarios in their minds, and then from there they started to create stories. So you see how people could create just bullshit off of like just their thoughts. You can create good things. The Queen of Swords is here. Wait, why you said oh just? The Queen of Swords is here, and I don't know if you also set boundaries with these people, so maybe you didn't really interact with them. And I feel like they kind of were in a place of wanting to know more about you. Yeah, they wanted to know more. The Four of Cups, contemplating, good look, gossip, gossip. The Justice card is here with the Five of Pentacles. Did you feel left out? Yeah, I'm telling, I feel like there was just a lot of BS here. It feels very childish. Oh, my bad, Just. I didn't even see. I didn't see. My bad. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like there were people that definitely plotted on you because of this, and I definitely feel like there were people that definitely made, these are the same people that made up stories in their minds and then just started believing them. Yeah, that makes sense. So lucky eight, actually, I have just, and then it's open. Hi, everyone coming in. Can you guys like the stream? Tom, I don't know what that means. What is INTWR? Wait, no, the list is not closed. No, I thought Claudia was the last person on the list, and I was saying like it's still open, like for the next person. My bad. You're welcome, Claudia. Thank you. Good. All right, Jess, you can go ahead and post. All right, I got you. You'll be after Jess. I'm sorry, she had donated, and I didn't even see it. Okay, I got you, love. Right after Jess. Okay, let's see, Jess. If Jess decides to go to this concert on Sunday, how will it go? Jess decides to go to this concert on Sunday, how will it go? Okay, the Chariot. Is it at a distance, Jess? The Temperance. Oh my God, today has been a day where like a lot of the same cards are coming out. Look, the High Priestess almost came out. And I'm switching. You saw me switch the decks and shuffle real good. The Ace of Swords. I feel like you're going to have a good time. I feel like it's going to be very balanced for you. The Temperance for me always talks about like healing, feeling good, feeling a sense of progress, like in emotions and clarity, a breakthrough happening. I feel like you're gonna have, yeah, you're gonna have a good time. Like the Queen of Wands is here. It is at a distance. Okay, like far distance, or because yeah, I'm seeing like travel. That's what I was asking, because I saw the travel with the Chariot. Look, the Star. You got really good cards here, girl. Girl, you're gonna have a good ass time. Look, the Empress. I feel like you're gonna, whatever you're expecting to happen is going to be even better. So like if you're expecting, I don't know who the artist is, but how I could put it is like when I went to see Keisha Cole, I didn't really have high expectations. I just wanted to go because she was doing, I think it was her 20-year tour. And girl, it ended up being, oh, I want to say like 30 times better than I even expected. Like I don't know if I didn't have high expectations or if my expectations were low, right? But I ended up having like such a good, and that's what I'm getting. Like I feel like you're going into it, you may be going into it like, let's see if I go. Like if I go, I go. If I have a good time, cool. Like you kind of just like maybe in that energy where when you go at the end of the night, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like I had such a good time. Like they were such good performers. I had heard like Keisha Cole wasn't really a good performer. She was amazing, and I feel like even her opening acts were so good. And there were artists that I never really listened to. Like I knew of them, but I never listened to. So I feel like that's the energy I'm getting here. Like you're just gonna be feeling like, wow, this was even better than I expected. You might even feel like it was even better than your last concert, is what I'm getting here. I do see healing here, and I do always get this with like music anyways. Like music is very healing. I feel like you're gonna come out of it feeling so good, feeling very inspired also. Um yeah, I'm getting like a lot of inspiration here. This could be even with like your fashion. Like you could be inspired um with fashion for some reason. Like maybe you see someone like wearing a really cute outfit that it kind of like registers to you and you're like, yeah, I got to find something like that, is what I'm getting too. Anything else on here? The Seven of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I get like thinking here about, I don't know if you're gonna go though. I got a feeling that you may not know until like last minute, because I have the Ace of Cups. Well, we know who's gonna be watching too. We know he's gonna be watching. So I'm getting that too, but I'm getting like very like, you know, when water is just flowing, just there's water every single one of these cards. Like there's water there, there's water. I'm over here. There's water there. There's water here. There's, is this water? I'm gonna say it's water. That's water. I think this is the only one that doesn't have water here, but there's water here. There's water here. There's here. I think this is the other one that doesn't have water. Let me see. And you have water there. So you're going to be like in your element. Something with water. I want to see, what is the spiritual meaning of water? Hold on. Because I want to know what this is. Because why water is standing out to me a lot. Yeah, I have your questions in PayPal. I'm still working on just. So spiritual meaning in water. So it talks about, these are like the main ones. Purification and cleansing. So water is universally seen as a purifier. In spiritual practices, it washes away negativity, stagnant energy, and emotional heaviness. That's why people do like, you know, ritual baths, you know, the baptisms, the holy water are all based on cleansing power, right? You have flow flexibility as number 2, and surrender. Water adapts to its container, moves around obstacles, and always finds its way forward. Spiritually, it represents the ability to flow with life, surrender resistance, and trust divine timing, which, you know, how I feel about divine timing. Um, be like water, soft yet powerful. Oh my God, adaptable yet unstoppable. Oh my God, just wasn't your reading before this where I said you can be soft but also be like cocky, like know your power, be more assertive in your power, and like that's literally what I'm getting from that, like knowing that no matter, you're unstoppable. Emotions and the subconscious. Water is tied to emotions, intuition, and the unseen inner world. Just as the ocean hides depths beneath the surface, water reflects the hidden layers of your psyche and soul. Dreams of water often symbolize your emotional state. We also have rebirth and renewal. Water is life giving, rain natures the earth, rivers sustain civilization, and spiritually immersion into water often symbolizes rebirth, starting anew, and being spiritual. I feel like, let me read these last two and I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from that water. Number 5 says connection to the divine feminine. In many traditions, water is linked to the divine feminine, lunar cycles, and fertility. Its cyclical, flowing nature mirrors intuition, receptivity, and creation. And then 6, transformation and power. Though soft, water can carve valleys and break stone over time. Spiritually, it represents transformation, persistence, and hidden strength of gentle forces. So, your gentle forces, you need to start using them. In essence, water is spirit in motion, cleansing, emotional, renewing, intuitive, and infinitely adaptable. So, what I was getting, that I was saying, is like, I feel like the concert can, I don't know what kind of music it is, but I always say concerts, there's certain people I will never go see. And then there's certain, like, Travis Scott, what happened with his last concert, one of his concerts, not his last one, where all this shit, like, people got stampede on and all this stuff. And then I saw another one of his concerts where people were saying that miles away, they could feel like the earth, like, moving. And it feels, to me, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like his concerts look a little demonic. But then there's other people that I enjoy, and like, you see their concerts and it's just people having fun, and like, it's so, you feel the love. So I feel like this, I don't know what kind of music they have, but it can kind of pull you out of maybe some of the stagnant energy that you've been in. Now, this is definitely going into like very spiritual energy, but we are talking about tarot and spirituality. So I feel like the concert itself, the music can honestly put you at a place where it kind of like you evolve. Remember, you had the Queen of Wands and then the Empress. So I feel like it's gonna most likely move you from that, Queen of Wands evolving into that Empress. And instead of being stagnant in that Temperance energy, you're kind of just moving past whatever's been holding you back. So that is what I can translate that to, because the water was standing out to me. I was like, I have to read this. But I was just telling you about using your freaking, being soft but yet powerful, like assertiveness, and, so yeah. My favorite concert, Travis Scott. All right, Lucky 8, are you here? I'm gonna get started on you. Do you want to do, so for your time frame question, do you want to do that first, or you want your other in depth first? Just let me know, whatever you want to do. I'm down. Yeah, you know that, I mean, I'm not about to get like all biblical on y'all, but they do say the devil was the angel of music. So, music right now, some of it is like a little crazy. So I always say that too. Like, just know, I always say this on the channel, like, being mindful of the kind of music you guys are listening to, the stuff that you're watching, online, especially like TikTok and stuff like that, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, when it comes to money, just being mindful of that stuff. Yeah, I don't listen to his music at all either. All right, so you want me to do the in-depth question first, Lucky? And can you just tell me who is N? Just let me, all I need to know, is this like a, a romantic connection, and if you guys are in contact or no contact? He's a romantic interest, okay. Let's see. I kind of want to use, let me grab another deck, hold on. You're in no contact, okay. How does N feel about Lucky? Show me, what are N's feelings towards Lucky? Is And okay, you did say he, and I'm assuming you're a she. And that's a cute picture. What are ends? How does N feel about Lucky? How does N feel about Lucky? The High Priestess reversed. Okay. The Five of Cups. The Tower. The Five of Pentacles. He is feeling left out, or you could be feeling like this. I don't know what happened here. The High Priestess in the reverse. I don't like that being the first card, because I feel like he's at a place where he's not listening to his intuition. You could be there too. So I'm getting kind of dual energy here, where how you're feeling, he's feeling, and you guys are kind of like feeding off of each other's energy. I always say that in connections anyways, but this feels really strong, where you both could be feeling a little chaotic too when it comes to the connection, not feeling stable. Yeah, look, there's challenges here. So I don't know why you guys are in no contact. Like, was there a tough, like, was there a disagreement or argument, something that just came out of nowhere? Because it feels, I'm feeling left out, but so are you. There is regrets possibly about how things were handled in the past, or not doing something. Show me the Tower. The Six of Cups. He does think about you. And I feel like he's thinking about you a lot. And I feel like it's causing him almost like, you know, when someone is like, have you ever thought about someone to the point where you're just like, oh my God, like I keep thinking about this person, I want to stop thinking about them? It's just nonstop. I feel like that's where he's at, like trying to understand why you're on his mind so heavy. Show me more. There's challenges here. Why is that there? Why is that there? How long have you guys been in no contact? The World card. The Five of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it was recent because the energy is so heavy. Show me the World card. I feel like he wants to talk to you. Oh, okay. That's why he's feeling left out. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Because I'm like, why does he feel left out from you? And he's feeling like thinking about you is, I don't want to say a burden, like, oh my God, you're a burden, but it's so heavy that he's like, I need a break, and he just can't get it. Show me the World. The Knight of Pentacles. So I wanted to see if like the World card was a completion, or like completion and renewal. If there is renewal, I feel like he will come towards you slowly, because I am getting slow energy, but mentally I don't feel like he's feeling conflicted mentally. He's feeling conflicted mentally. I feel like he's feeling like, you know, when someone, I want to say like almost, I don't want to, is it ego? Let me just clarify. The Six of Wands. Okay, so it's not ego, it's more mental confusion is what I'm getting from him. He will move into calmer waters eventually. You're gonna hear from him. I just think it's gonna take a little time. I feel like he's kind of like trying to figure out what he wants to do now. Like, to me, the Eight of Pentacles is like, he's kind of like, he could be focusing, like pouring his heart into work, but also what I'm getting is like trying to figure out what's next for you guys. Show me more. That's way too many cards, Spirit. What are your feelings? The Temperance. The Eight of Wands reversed. Okay. The Four of Swords. And the Six of Wands. So I am getting him... There's very slow energy here. He's still feeling conflicted. So his energy when it comes to you is feeling very conflicted. Not like he want, like I said, eventually you're gonna hear from him and he will bring you clarity, but I am seeing him kind of just like not ready to say anything, just kind of thinking things through, kind of trying to figure out what's next and if he wants to pour into this. So he's taking his time before he makes some type of communication here. Show me the Four of Swords. The Emperor. What is this? The Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like he wants something serious with you. I do feel like he wants something serious with you, but I feel like it has him a little upset. Yeah, like the Lovers. There's misalignment here. Show. All right, we're back. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me now. All right. Let me make sure she comes back in. Okay. So what I was saying with the Emperor and the Hierophant being here, I do feel like he wants something serious. For me, this is like higher level of commitment. But if, like you said, you've been rejecting him and ghosting him, with the Lovers, I am getting imbalance. I am getting that he is holding back before he comes in with some clarity. I feel like he could also be confused as to what you're wanting. Yeah, go out and then come back in. Yeah, when it freezes like that, you guys just gotta go back out and then come back in. It's so stupid. So I was saying with the Emperor and the Hierophant, he does want something serious with you, but I feel like what's causing a bit of imbalance here with the Lovers being reversed and why he's holding back is that he needs he will bring you some clarity, but I feel like he's also needing clarity from you. Because he's feeling confused. I'm getting someone that's feeling confused, and it could be like I said, I'm getting that you guys are both in the same energy. So if there's confusion on your side, there's also on his side, and he's kind of confused as to what you're wanting. I feel like right now he is focusing on him, like on himself, on his own victory, and then but I feel like he will revisit. He will revisit. Yeah, I feel like you guys will reconnect, and he's gonna want to heal the connection. So yeah, the Fool is here. There will be a new beginning. I just think that it's gonna take time before he responds. And now I want to be clear, time for me means time could be today, tomorrow, next week, in a month, 2 months. Time is fluid, and sometimes I'd be surprised when people tell me like the person reached out to them the same day. So time is very fluid. But I feel like you'll hear from him. I just think he's holding back right now. So that's what I have for your first question. And then I know you sent for a time frame. So when you're ready, you can go ahead and post your question for that. Well, your question. Okay, let's see. When will they reconnect, Spirit? Wait, so you want to know when you're gonna well, basically when he's gonna reach out. Gotcha. What is it? When will he be reaching out? When will he be? When will Andre reaching out to me? Look, I got 1 to 7 days, and I literally feel like it's close. So, let me get you another one. Oh my God, this week I feel like it's closer than you think. Wasn't I just saying like it could even happen today? I feel like within the next 7 days. So what? Today's Friday. I feel like by the end of next weekend, there's a really high chance that he's gonna reach out. I really do. Like I literally was just saying. Sometimes I say stuff and it's just take it because I just say random things sometimes, and it's just spirit. So I feel like within like no later than the end of next week. So I feel like it's a lot closer than you think. You'll hear from him. When did you send him? When did you send him an apology? You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. September 12th. One, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I want to say usually with stuff like this, I don't give it more than like 3 weeks. Honestly, I usually don't give it more than 2 weeks. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be sooner than you think. All right, you could post it, Claudia. I'll be right back. Hi everyone, welcome in. All right, let's see. Feeling. The Empress is here. The Lovers. I mean, not the Lovers, the Two of Cups. I said that so confidently. The Ten of Wands. No, I don't feel like he did. I don't feel like he did. I feel like he, whatever feelings, or how, because he views you as the Empress, so he definitely, there was definitely attraction. There was definitely, you're magnetic to him, so there was definitely like some type of mutual interest here. But do I feel like he fed those conversations or is feeding them? No. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, no, I feel like he knew that would cause too many problems. Show me more. The World. Now, did he feed those ideas in his mind? Yeah, I feel like he definitely did. He thought about it, the Four of Cups, but no, I'm gonna say no to that. I feel like he knew. One, he, like, you're showing up as the Empress. The Empress is not just anybody. She's very, like, on her pedestal. She stands out. There's a sense of honor, like, that she carries, a sense of like loyalty, but also just grace. And I feel like no one that sees someone as an Empress would entertain rumors or give into that, you know, like, and that's what is showing to me. Like I said, did you stand out to him in the crowd? Yes, absolutely. Was there attraction? Absolutely. But as far as like him entertaining those kind of conversations, no. I think professionally too, it wasn't ethical is what I'm getting. But did he think about these things? Did he contemplate them? Yeah. If he was having conversations, it would definitely be with like close friends, not people that were there at the company. Um, yeah, no, he was very guarded. And you know, for me, the Seven of Wands is a card of like boundaries, standing your ground. So I feel like even when those rumors got back to him, if they came, like, let's just say someone was like, well, we think this, that, and the third, I feel like he kind of put a stop to that. If he heard about rumors, let's say from someone specific, like to me it feels like he definitely put a stop to it. No, I feel like he wouldn't dare. At the end of the day, I feel like he would also protect himself. That would be like insane for someone to like entertain those conversations, especially at work. um like I said, ethically, like, no, he wasn't gonna do that. Like I said, it would have caused him more problems than, I just, like, Spirit just said, it's not high school. I don't know. So maybe like that's how he looked at it. Like it was just high school, like girls just starting rumors and drama. I didn't ask that. What I'm saying is like if he did, like what I'm getting from Spirit, if he did, he wouldn't have done it at work. Like he wouldn't talk to people at work. But he may have told like someone closer, friends, that he was interested, but not that you guys had something going on. Because I don't get that from him. I don't get that there was confusion about what was going on between you guys. I feel like he knows exactly what was going on now, but what he did contemplate on was his attraction to you and how you were, like I said, you stood out to him. But I don't feel like he entertained conversations even within himself about you guys having something going on. The Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment. Yeah, you see, I feel like, why is the Judgment here? You know what I get too with the seven of swords, and before this even came out, I feel like he also held himself back because he knew he couldn't offer maybe like what he felt you deserved. Because again, the Empress is not just here just to be here. Like the Empress is not just someone that is gonna accept breadcrumbs, or like no one will look at an Empress and be like, I'm gonna give her breadcrumbs. Like, so I do feel like even though I believe you said there was like some flirting and stuff like that, and there was interest, he also stood his ground on not pursuing because he knew he couldn't give that kind of connection. Like he couldn't give you that kind of effort. He knew that he could only breadcrumb you. So he didn't take the chance or take that leap into making something happen here. I feel like maybe initially, because the Judgment for me feels like there was a change of heart, a change of mind. Initially, he may have been like, I'm gonna just flirt with her and I don't care. But then I think that he kind of just saw your value and just decided not to try to pursue that. So, yeah, because he knew he would breadcrumb. But was there interest? Absolutely, there was definitely interest. So that's what I have for you, love. But yeah, no, I don't feel like he ever said like, "Yo, yeah, we got something going on," or that he even thought that. No, um, I feel like he just definitely had attraction, and he saw beyond the attraction too, though. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, guys. If you donated, you guys can ask a yes or no. Okay, got you. I'm lucky. I'm gonna change the deck for this one. Why does he have... So do you want me to focus on his attachment to you or what he likes about you? Because they could be two different things. Um, I feel like something bit me on my back, y'all. The attachment. Okay, let's see. Why does he have such a strong attachment to her? Let me put lotion on. My hands are dry. Why does N have such a strong attachment to her? The Ace of Wands, the Magician, the Nine of Cups, the Star. Oh wait, hold on. The Nine of Swords, the Judgment, the Five of Cups reverse, the Ace of Cups, okay. The Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords reverse, and the Strength. Hold on, let me open this door. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. So you have the Ace of Wands, the Magicians, the Nine of Cups, the Star. I feel like, so I'm getting, all right, I'm gonna say it's not just surface level, because I do get attraction here, but it's not just surface level, it's very layered. So with the Ace, excuse me, with the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and Nine of Cups, you ignite something powerful in him. There's deep passion, excitement, attraction, and even a sense that he can create, or even like in his own kind of way manifest the life he wants when you're around. You're showing up as like a wish fulfilled to him. To me that feels like total package, right? Like for me, a wish fulfilled is when you get literally exactly what you're wanting. And he's drawn to that energy that you carry, right? I feel like with the Star, the Nine of Swords, and the Judgment, you also represent hope, healing, and a chance at redemption. So even though you may trigger some of his fears and possibly even sleepless nights thinking of you, you also awaken a part of him that wants to do better and rise to the occasion, evolve, and not just stay stuck in being the same kind of person. You feel like a guiding light in his darker moments as well, is what I'm getting. With the Five of Cups reversed and Ace of Cups, I feel like being with you, or at least like being near you, like again, the attachment that he has when it comes to you helps him move out of like past heartbreak. There's strong emotional renewal that you bring to him. It feels like a second chance at real love. And I feel like you are nothing like his past, like women. You're nothing like them. So like, sometimes if a guy says, and I don't know where you're at, like, so I don't know what culturally like guys say where you're at, but like out here, like a guy may say like you're just different, right? And I feel like a lot of people will look at that and be like, explain it. And then they're like, oh, if the guy can't explain it, then he's just BSing. And no, I honestly don't feel that. I feel like sometimes you do feel like this person is so different from the past people, but it's deeper than just like surface level stuff. It's just something that you feel, that you just know. And that's what I get from him. Like you're just completely opposite from his past. Your soft energy, your loving energy, I feel like he's very attracted to it, even though you can also be very strong with the strength card here. But with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like he's aware of your independence and self-worth, and it both attracts him and makes him pause. Um, Hi Kaiser. Yeah, I am taking paid readings, but no super chats. Um, but yeah, paid readings are open. I just don't do super chats. Um, so yeah, like it both, like your independence and self-worth, again, it both attracts him but also makes him pause. Part of his attachment may also be that he doesn't feel completely in control of you, which, it keeps you mysterious and magnetic to him. I feel like with the Four of Swords reversed and the Strength, um I feel like even when he tries to retreat or calm his feelings, he can't. Um, you pull him out of like his comfort zone, your strength, which was, I was saying, like you come off as like really strong, but like you're not only strong but also patient. I feel like your inner power are super magnetic to him. You feel like someone who could tame his chaos without breaking your own boundaries. So it's not like he's looking for you or like attached to you because just your energy, like it makes him feel better. It's just, it's very attractive to him because I feel like maybe he has dealt with women that are, and not to talk down on people that maybe were weak, that maybe weren't as like, also as like calm and loving and caring. Maybe there were women that were more masculine in their energy where you're very feminine, and that's, and again, you're very feminine even in your independence, so that's very attractive to him. So just to summarize, I feel like his attachment isn't just lust or habit. It's passion plus emotional renewal plus inspiration and the sense that you're a catalyst for his growth. So I feel like you inspire him to grow, to evolve. And because of because of the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords being here, it also triggers some fears and indecision. But everything else kind of overpowers that. That's why the bond feels so intense and hard for him to let go of. So yeah, I don't see him letting go of this at all. So that's what I have for you, Lucky. I hope that was helpful and gives you some clarity. So yeah, it's like multi-layered. It's like a lot of different things. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Okay, Kaiser, you can go ahead and post love. You're up next. right, let's see. And can you just give me what is the connection between you and Erica? Or like the status? That's all I need. Let's see this for Kaiser. Let's tap into Kaiser and Erica's energy. This Erica truly feel like think it's Kaiser. Oh. The Three of Swords, okay. Okay. I'm getting missing you. I feel like she's missing you. Yeah, she's definitely missing you. She's definitely missing you. Show me the Three of Swords. Are you guys like at a physical distance or anything like that? But if not, it could just be because, you know, I don't know how long it's been since you guys seen each other. So I am getting her missing you. She's trying to control her emotions with the Emperor being here, trying to be more disciplined. So maybe not being like, hey, I miss you. But with the King of Cups, yeah, I get like romantic feelings here. I get romantic feelings that she's not saying. With this Page of Swords, she's very curious about you. So if you guys are on social media, which I'm assuming, she's like looking at your accounts, she's looking at your page, like if you're whether you're posting or not, she's definitely keeping a very heavy eye on you. And there's a lot of curiosity here. So if you guys haven't, I want to say, like, explored the romance, she is definitely interested. I will say she's definitely interested, even if she's not showing it. Show me more. How are you feeling? Like the Ace of Wands. Oh, there is physical distance. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Because I was wondering when you guys will see each other again, but I could tell that there's physical distance, not emotional distance. Um, I feel like she could be mentioning you guys seeing each other again pretty soon. For some reason, I'm getting heavy like travel energy. So I feel like she's definitely physically, she's definitely missing seeing you physically. Like I feel like there could be a conversation that she has with you, like where she kind of subtly brings up like you guys seeing each other. Yeah, look, I'm getting travel. Travel is on her mind. Seeing you in person is on her mind. Like I said, I feel like she's definitely missing you. There is romantic feelings here, and there's a lot of attraction. I feel like she feels good when you guys are around each other. Like the Five of Swords kept trying to come out, and it finally did. Why is the Five of Swords here? Show me the Five of Swords. Show me the Five of Swords. The Six of Cups. Yeah, she's freaking missing you. That is the main energy here, like missing you, thinking about you, feeling nostalgic. I feel like maybe the last time you guys saw each other, there was more she wanted to say, but she didn't. And maybe she's looking back and thinking like, damn, I should have said something, or like maybe we should have did this. But with the like not the two of cups, so there's three cups that are spilled, and then there's two cups that are standing. I feel like she feels like, you know what, like I know there's gonna be another time. The Knight of Wands here, to me, it does feel like, again, I'm getting travel, so she could be bringing up more travel, like you guys seeing each other soon. I don't know how far at a distance you guys are, but it does feel like maybe she's gonna want to come towards you. Yeah, look, the freaking Queen of Cups, you got the pair here. So um she feels like you guys are a match, and I get a lot of attraction, but she also sees like potential for something more committed. um have you guys talked about like romance here? Like, does she know you have a crush on her? Show me this Hierophant. I feel like she knows. Yeah, look, I keep getting travel. I don't know what you guys' plans are, but I'm gonna tell you right now, what I'm seeing is in the very near future, or this could be soon, where you guys make a plan to see each other, because I'm getting the sense of her missing seeing you, being physically around you, and wanting to see you, wanting to be around, again, wanting to be around you. I'm getting travel. So I would definitely say like that could be coming up very, very soon. I'm also seeing that in your outcome, you have the Hierophant and the Chariot. For me, this feels like things may start progressing with you guys. So if you feel like things have been stuck, or maybe you feel like you guys haven't explored, or you haven't had a chance to maybe explore it on a romantic level, you guys may be heading that way, is what I'm getting here. Show me the Chariot. The Seven of Wands. With the Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be her. She friends on me and I ended up walking away. So leave it the way that it is, because I feel like she's gonna come towards you. Okay, so if you guys haven't talked, if you guys haven't, you know, interacted, just let it be, because I'm seeing her coming towards you. So you don't have to do anything right now, is what I'm getting from Spirit. There is regret. Like I said, she is missing you, and there is regret here. And like I said, there's something that she felt like either she didn't do, you guys didn't do, or she didn't say. So there is regret here. It could have been about what she said to you. I would just give it space, because I see her coming towards you. I definitely see her coming towards you. I feel like I don't know how long it's been since you guys last spoke or seen each other, or when you like expressed that, but I feel like you're gonna hear from her soon, and I feel like she's gonna want to see you. You said, but she keeps giving me mixed signals when we're around each other. And you know what? It could be too, because I know like a lot of people are like not really into like long distance relationships. Like I said, I don't know what the distance is between you guys. So that could be something that has her feeling a little uneasy. I'm gonna ask that. Let me just ask you yes or no. Is it because of that? Is it because of the physical distance? Like the Knight of Cups. Something she overthinks. She's overthinking her feelings too. I'm telling you, look, she's overthinking her feelings. And I want to see. Show me the Nine of Swords. She's going to get clarity. You just got to give her space. Let her miss you. Is what I'm going to say. Let her miss you, because she does miss you. And I feel like that when you're, I always say this, like when you're in front of someone and you're constantly there, it's not a sense of like taking you for granted, but they can't see the big picture. But once you kind of are away and you're not in front of them, they tend to see the bigger picture. And I feel like that's where she's heading towards. She's just a little confused. And Yeah, like she's confused about her feelings for you, but there's definitely interest. And again, I'm getting communication, so I would just give it space and let her come towards you, because I do see her coming towards you. If you give it enough time for her to keep missing you, she will definitely reach out. So that's what I have for you, Kaiser love. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, if you donated today and you have a yes or no, you can post it. Um, just I think I'm gonna close out. I'm almost sure I'll come back on tonight for like a short live, but I don't know if I do come on tomorrow, it'll be early, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to come on tomorrow. Yeah, give her time to reach out. She's gonna reach out. She'll definitely reach out. I'm that's what I was getting. I'm getting her missing. So give her time. Let her reach out. You're welcome. Thank you. Eating cheesecake right now. I haven't had cheesecake in a minute, and you know what? It's really hard to find a really good cheesecake. Like I like my cheese. I don't like my cheesecake to be, how do I say it? Like so thick that like when you eat it, like you feel like your mouth is like almost glued. I don't know. I like for my cheesecake to be like smooth. You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go eat. Love you all. Thank you for being here. I will be back tonight for like a shorter live. I think it's gonna be shorter. I always say that, but anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.